Hi, I'm Jack from legalexpert.co.uk. We are personal injury claims specialists. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we offer a no-win, no-fee service. Today, I'm going to be looking at personal injury compensation amounts for a cycling accident if you've been involved in an accident which was due to the negligence of others. If you like this video, please do hit that thumbs up button, as this will help us see what type of content people find helpful. When looking at cycling compensation claim amounts, it's important that you bear in mind that these figures that we'll be going over today are for your injuries alone and do not include any amounts for things like loss of income or medical expenses, which means that your final claim amount may be significantly larger than those in the table. Now, an example of this will be in today's case study, where a cyclist was on their way to work when they were hit by a car. The accident happened as the cyclist was using a roundabout, and the car entered the roundabout and hit the cyclist's back wheel. This resulted in the cyclist flying into the air and landing on the road, which resulted in a fracture to one of the lower vertebra of the cyclist's spine, as well as a bruised coccyx, cuts and crazes. Due to the cyclist being unable to return to their previous field of employment due to injuries caused in the accident, an award of £126,000 was given. But now let's take a look at our cycling accident compensation claim amounts table.
In front of us we have the table for cycling accident compensation claim amounts. And first we have head injuries. For extremely serious head injuries, you could expect to receive anything from £224,800 right the way up to £322,060. For serious to moderate head injuries, you could expect to receive anything from £12,210 right the way up to £224,800. Then for a mild head injury, you could expect to receive anything from £1,760 right the way up to £10,180. Then we're on to back injuries. For an extremely serious back injury, you could expect to receive anything from £30,910 right the way up to £128,320. For a serious to moderate back injury, you could expect to receive anything from £9,970 right the way up to £30,910. Then for a mild back injury, you could expect to receive anything from £350 right the way up to £9,970. Then neck injuries. For an extremely serious neck injury, you could expect to receive anything from £36,240 right the way up to £118,240. For a serious to moderate neck injury, you could expect to receive anything between £6,290 right the way up to £30,690. Then for a mild neck injury, you could expect to receive anything from £1,950 right the way up to £6,290. For an extremely serious shoulder injury, you could expect to receive anything from £15,300 right the way up to £38,280. For a serious to moderate shoulder injury, you could expect to receive anything from £6,290 right the way up to £15,300. Then for a mild shoulder injury, you could expect to receive anything from £350 right the way up to £6,290. Then we're on to arm injuries. For an extremely serious arm injury, you could expect to receive anything from £76,650 right the way up to £239,140. For a serious to moderate arm injury, you could expect to receive anything from £31,220 right the way up to £104,370. For a mild arm injury, you could expect to receive anything from £4,500 right the way up to £31,220. Then elbow injuries. For a serious to moderate elbow injury, you could expect to receive anything between £31,220 right the way up to £43,710. Then for a moderate elbow injury, you could expect to receive anything from £12,480 right the way up to £25,510. Then for a mild elbow injury, you could expect to receive anything up to £10,040. Then leg injuries. You could expect to receive anything between £78,100 right the way up to £224,800 for extremely serious leg injuries. Then for serious to moderate leg injuries, you could expect to receive anything from £22,130 right the way up to £108,370. Then for a mild leg injury, you could expect to receive anything up to £9,440. Then finally, knee injuries. For an extremely serious knee injury, you could expect to receive anything from £41,550 right the way up to £76,690. For a serious to moderate knee injury, you could expect to receive anything from £20,880 right the way up to £43,660. Then finally, a mild knee injury. You could expect to receive anything up to £20,880.
I'd like to once again emphasise that these figures are for your injuries only and do not include the compensation from any loss of income from time off work or any other expenses you've incurred or may incur as part of your compensation sum, which means that the final compensation claim amount is likely to be larger. But in order to get a fuller idea of just how much compensation you may be entitled to, we recommend that you reach out to a personal injury claims specialist that has experience in dealing with cycling accident claims. Now, the good news for you is that legalexpert.co.uk offers a completely free consultation where we'll talk through the accident with you to help you establish what your options are. You can speak to us whenever you'd like, as we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 0800 652 7676 or visit our around-the-clock live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. We'll be happy to go over cycling claim examples and use our bicycle accident compensation calculator for you. This personal injury calculator will give you a better idea of how much compensation you may be entitled to. And if you suffered any injuries to any specific parts of the body, we'll use those calculators as well, like our neck injury compensation calculator, and answer any questions you may have, like how much compensation will I get for a bike accident? And go over bike accident settlement amounts in the UK. Following this consultation, if we believe that we're able to assist you in bringing a claim, we may offer to represent you on a no-win, no-fee basis. Now, what this means for you is that there won't be any upfront fees to worry about, and if your claim was to lose, then there's not a penny to pay. Once again, if you found this video helpful, we'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, as this will help us see what type of content people find helpful. Thanks.
Of course, the circumstances of each incident are never the same, and whether or not you believe you have a valid claim, it's always advisable that you speak to an expert on the matter. So if you'd like further assistance, we are personal injury claims specialists. We offer free, friendly advice on no-win, no-fee compensation claims, so there's not a penny to pay if you lose. Get the maximum compensation that you deserve. We're rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, and we have specialist solicitors with up to 30 years experience. It'll only take just a couple of minutes for our team, who'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim. Call now on 0800 652 7676 or visit our live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe, as we'll be uploading helpful videos just like this one on a regular basis. You can also check out one of our recommended videos or head over to legalexpert.co.uk, where you can read community questions on our forum, get free advice from our live chat, read articles and seek assistance for compensation on a no-win, no-fee basis with your personal injury claim.